In your life, you're going to come up to circumstances that seem insurmountable, that seem like it just can't happen. They call it extenuating circumstances. That's a good word, huh? But I'll tell you that it doesn't matter how extenuating your circumstances are. God is always greater than your circumstances. He's always bigger. He's always stronger. There is nothing that God can't do. And many people have a call from God on their life, but they refuse to go after it because of extenuating circumstances. They can't see what the end is. They don't know how it's going to work out. So they go, oh, even though God has done miracle after miracle after miracle for me, and I've seen the most amazing things happen, and I know God is leading my life to go in this direction, and this is what He wants me to do, He surely cannot fix all these extenuating circumstances. And God's going, wait, do you remember the last extenuating circumstance you had? What happened with that one? God did something, right? And made a circumstance that was insurmountable all of a sudden just disappeared. It disappeared so smoothly that you don't even remember having the insurmountable circumstance. That ever happened to you? You guys should write things down. Because apparently that's why I remember and you don't. Remember the last time you had an insurmountable circumstance and you were like, there's no way God can do this. And all of a sudden it just disappeared. And now you don't even remember what that was. Because God just took care of it. He will do that in your life again. He was faithful then to you. And He will be faithful again. God is the same God, always. The same God who has never let you down will never let you down. He's always there for you, leading your life to do the exact thing that He made you to do. But I'll tell you, so many people, even Christians, never, ever get to experience exactly what God has made them for because they're not willing to step out in faith. Many Christians will never reach the promised land because they're unwilling to step out in faith. It tells us, without faith, it is impossible to please God. You have to have faith to please God. You have to be willing to step out when you can't see the end. When you can't see what's going to happen, you have to be willing to step out and listen to God and do what He tells you to do. When you could do that, God sees your faith and He will honor it. It's not easy. There will be circumstances that seem insurmountable. You will look at it and go, no way could this happen. But God could do it. God could make this happen. But often He's calling us to take the first step. This is what I have for you. Now take the step. Make it happen. Take the step. Step out of the boat. I know the boat's comfortable. But you can never experience walking on the water if you're in the boat. It won't work. If you're in the place in your life where man's wisdom is all you rely on, then you will never experience the miracles of God. You can't. Because you never have the opportunity to step out in faith. When you step out in faith, that's where God will meet you. And he will do the most amazing, amazing things in your life. Things that you could never imagine would happen. Things that only God can do through you. And that's what he desires. God desires to do these things in your life. He desires to do miracles in your life. He desires to give you amazing gifts in your life. But you have to step out in faith and trust God that he's going to do it. Trust God that he's leading you to the place that you're going. And when you do that, you will finally see God pick that up and take you to where you're supposed to go. Look, if you guys, as children of God, want to enter into the promised land of God, the thing that he has promised to you and to all of us as Christians, then you have to step out in faith. Because if your heart is hard toward God and you're not willing to do what God has for you, but you're always looking back, thinking, God can't do it this time, can he? Instead of being grateful for the things that God has already done for you and not seeing the power that is in the hand of God, you will never, ever enter that promised land. You can't. Because it takes faith to see that God is in control and that God is going to provide for you, just like he's already provided for you your whole life. He's going to take care of you. He's going to lead you to the place that he wants you to go. He's going to do the work in your heart that he's always wanted to do. And all you have to do is say, okay, God, I'm ready. Let's do it. All you have to do is be willing. And God will take your willingness and will lead you to the place that he's been preparing for you. And that place is the promised land. The land that God has promised you forever. This is what he wants to do. All those who are hard-hearted toward God, they can't experience it. But all those who have their hearts softened to the Lord, who see the works that he's done in their life, they experience these miracles every single day. They experience an overwhelming joy every single day. No matter what happens, no matter their circumstances, they receive a joy that only God can give. Because they know that their life is his. And he's been planning it from the very beginning. And if God was willing to take that much time to care about you, then surely he will do what he said he's going to do. Are you ready to step out in faith and receive the gifts of God that he has for you? Are you ready to step out in faith and live the life that he's calling you to live? To do the thing that he made you to do. If you are, God will meet you there. In fact, God's there waiting for you right now. It just takes a little bit of faith to please God. It just takes a little bit of faith to step into what he has for you. And God will take that little bit of faith, will carry you through all the way to that promised land that he has made for you.